Hey, good morning everyone, and welcome to this week's vlog. I just thought I'd pop on here and talk about a couple of things this morning. Number one is about this whole awakening stuff. It's really hard to explain what it is for those of you who don't understand what it is, but essentially it's like a shift in the way you perceive your identity. Your identity essentially gets annihilated during this process, and you open up to where you can't ignore certain things anymore. And I tell you, like, a lot of people, they seek out this way of being for a long time, thinking that it's going to be a certain way. It's been the most freeing for me because my mind is really quiet. However, it hasn't made the sensations go away. In fact, this has only made them stronger, and there's nowhere to hide because you can't just dive into a narrative or whatever like that. Like, it's really hard to explain basically, but there's not really any way for me to completely distract myself or anything like that. My meditation this morning was like feeling it all, and I've got a lot of sensations despite there not being a lot going on in my actual mind during those times. Now, I have been noticing I've been distracting myself a little bit, and I think that's somewhat normal, but it's just like definitely need to make sure that I'm getting in my meditation sessions, if not for, the deep breathing and all of that, and the relaxation that I get with my meditation sessions, but just so that I have this period of time where I'm not completely distracting myself. All it does is make the sensations worse when you actually push them away. Another thing I wanted to talk about this morning was a realization that I had with my schedule. So I thought I had one more week of where I was working 5 days in a row. I realized that isn't the case. So let me show you on my phone here. All right, so this is the schedule we're at right now. It's currently Monday, July 22nd. Apparently my brain really doesn't want to think it's July already. We're basically right here. So this week, I am off tomorrow because I work on Saturday. So I only have to work 4 days in a row there. And then the 29th to the 31st here, so this next week, I'm actually only at work until the Thursday, the 1st, because I have a family thing going on the long weekend. So August 3rd, 4th, which is actually my birthday is August 3rd. It's a big one this year, but I won't get into that right at this second in time. So this year, the 5th, is a holiday here for us. It's Saskatchewan Day long weekend. So this week, I only work 4 days, 6th to the 9th. And then the following week is my actual last week of a Saturday shift in my current position or current rotation. So I will be off the 13th, so I'll work this day, be off the 13th, and then work the 14th to the 17th. So the 19th, right here, I'm actually done on the 22nd because I have another family thing the week of the 23rd to the 26th. So I booked off those 2 days. And then I work on the 27th and then start school on the 29th. I don't have any more 5-day weeks. I have a couple weeks where I'm at my full current hours. That's kind of crazy, honestly. Like, I thought I had one more week, and then I forgot about that long weekend where I'm technically off on the Monday. There's not much time left at all until I start school. So that's insane. It's exciting for me, but it's insane. Another thing is, be nice to anyone who's in a heat wave right now who has chronic illness. So I don't know what it's like for you guys, but here's our forecast for the next couple of weeks. Alright, so currently it is already 16 degrees. It is 8 o'clock in the morning. No humidex at least, so that's kind of nice. We are under a special air quality statement. So here's the next 14 days right here. 29, and then 35, on Wednesday, Friday 30, Saturday 30, Sunday 31, Monday 31, Tuesday 34, Wednesday 33, Thursday 32, Friday 33, Saturday 33, and Sunday 33. When we get these air quality statements, I usually wear a mask outside just because I am very sensitive to smoke. I had asthma growing up as a kid, and there's one thing that always bothers me, and that's forest fire smoke. So wildfire smoke is causing very poor air quality and reduced visibility. Air quality and visibility due to wildfire smoke can fluctuate over short distances and can vary considerably from hour to hour. The combination of heat and very poor air quality and smoke will increase the risk to your health. So recommended action is limit out time outdoors if you experience symptoms. So you can experience things like eye, nose, throat irritation, as well as serious but less common symptoms such as chest pain or severe cough. Always seek medical advice if you feel like it's an emergency, of course. Definitely time to stay indoors for those of us who are sensitive to this kind of stuff. And they even actually recommend wearing an N95 outside. Now, I actually have a KN95 that I still have the mask from. We had to wear masks everywhere. So especially for those of you who are like me, I know that particularly with IIH and migraines, the heat can really bother me. We don't have air conditioning here. That being said, thankfully I sleep in the basement, but it's starting to not matter. So last night even, it was still so warm that I literally had the fan right on me. Usually, like, I sleep with a fan all year round because I like the constant hum of the white noise and actually needed to sleep. But when it comes to like this time of year and like really strong heat waves or really long heat waves, the basement actually does start to heat up. It's already starting to heat up, and like we're just at the start of this, basically. Protect yourself if you're more vulnerable, especially with the smoke and all of that. I didn't think it was that bad until I actually went out last night for supper. And then yeah, like it was bad enough you could taste it in the air. I probably should have had a mask on yesterday. I'm not too bad for it actually today, but I'm gonna be wearing a mask just so that I don't get too much inhalation because even a few minutes outside. And actually, too, I wear my sunglasses as well, even though it's quite cloudy, because it'll help protect my eyes from the smoke as well. Be patient with those who do deal with chronic illnesses, especially during heat, because we can be a lot more sensitive to it than your average person. So try to find a place with air conditioning if you don't have a spot at home and all of that. I think the entire continent right now is in an extended heat wave. Those of you in the UK or all of that, let me know if you guys are in the middle of a heat wave too, or if it's not too bad. And I know that like UK and some cooler, naturally cool areas generally tend to not have air conditioning because you usually don't need it. I hope it's not doing that because that would be not very much fun, especially when you have underlying medical conditions. I don't tend to spend a lot of time outside actually when it's like this just because like it's not healthy or safe, especially with the smoke. I tend to actually be more concerned about the smoke than the heat. That's kind of crazy, but I've had to deal with the smoke a lot longer in my life than compared to the heat. I think that's it for now. So I'm actually, like I said earlier, I'm off tomorrow. So I'm actually hoping tomorrow to take you guys through and show you what I'm going to be purchasing for my school supplies. I'll do an actual maybe haul video once I actually get that, but the only weekend I have free is actually the weekend of the 10th of August. Hopefully I'll be able to do that then for at least a video for the following week. I'm not sure what I'm going to be showing for the next little bit. Probably going to depend on what pops in and out of my head and into my feed and all of that, or, you know, kind of what's happening. I know that I'm probably going to be getting my schedule soon for the full semester. So hopefully I'll be able to go over that too eventually. I'm not expecting that until like maybe even the week before I'm able to get my school supplies. So there's still a little bit kind of going on, but I'm definitely going to be talking about still probably how I'm feeling and all of that. That's it for this particular segment, and I'll likely see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everyone.